leaders of NRN for this wonderful conference that you're having. Let me, on behalf of the 8.5 million people of New York City, welcome all of you to New York City. I know this is a national conference that's taking place, and we are blessed to host you here in our city. So welcome to New York City. This is, and I know you have a terrific keynote speaker, my friend Senator Bill Perkins. They had one of the roughest weeks up in Albany in recent memory. It took them all the way through until very, very late last night. So I am so surprised and pleased that he's back in New York City to give you his keynote speech as addressed, as promised. So you don't need me for tonight or for today. You're in good hands with Senator Perkins. But I found out about this just a couple of days ago, and we wanted to at least come by and pay our respects because I feel very close to the Nepali community here in New York City. Over the years, I've had the opportunity to attend many of the events. I always sit alongside Ambassador Acharya, and it's really I gotta say, Nepali New Yorkers are among the friendliest and most content people I have ever met. And it's just so special because in a time of economic uncertainty, and yes, we have had the roughest recession since the Great Depression, and there are still lots of people in New York City hurting, trying to get back to work or fighting to keep their homes. We have a lot of people struggling in New York City, but the Nepalese community here in New York is one that is of strength and character, and there's always the best face put forward. And that's something that everybody here in New York City can learn a little bit from. Now I cannot claim to be from Nepal, although I am an immigrant, as are almost everyone here. I'm an immigrant from Taiwan. People say I was made in Taiwan. Over here, that's what it says. But I had a chance to immigrate here with my family when I was 5 years old. And my parents came to America and to New York City in search of a better life, for freedom and for economic opportunity. And they made a lot of sacrifices so that me and my two brothers would grow up American. And they worked very, very hard their whole lives. And now me and my brothers are able to enjoy their hard work and to help realize the American dream. And that's essentially what the immigrant experience is about. My experience here in New York and in America, really not that special because so many millions of people have been through the same kind of experience. But what you're doing here today, focusing the resources, the attention, and the power of the Nepali community, that's something that is, I think, extraordinary. Doing that here in New York City, where we have a continuously, rapidly growing community, and all around the country. I hope you will host more of your conferences here in New York City, because in my unbiased opinion, no offense to my colleague from Ohio, this is the best city in the world. And it's a city of great opportunity, but it's a city that requires hard work if you want to pursue and obtain those opportunities. Here in New York City, as an immigrant growing up, I never dreamed that one day I could even run for office, let alone get elected. And as our young lady pointed out before, 10 years ago, I became the first Asian American to be elected to the New York City Council. Really, really shocking that it was not until the year 2002 that an Asian American took office in a representative body that represents the 8.5 million people of New York City, over 10% of whom are of Asian descent. And so we've made some progress. Now we have two Asian American. I am privileged to serve in a citywide capacity as New York City Controller. I mean, this immigrant is here in New York, and you know, I am the Chief Financial Officer of New York City with a budget of $69 billion. I have to approve every expenditure. I sign all the checks, every check. And I invest the city's pension assets, which now total a little more than $120 billion. And so it's a huge job. But for someone like me to be able to obtain this, I think the message I try to spread is that, hey, anyone could do it if they put their mind to it, because that's the kind of opportunity that we have here in New York City. But in order to get there, we do have to organize our communities. We have to make sure, we have to be sure to have these kinds of meetings and conferences that take place periodically. And it is my hope that you will focus all of your resources. But one thing that I would like, that I know we all have to do a much better job of, is taking part in the democratic process. And that means, first and foremost, registering to vote. We need to register to vote. But we are all part of the political process, whether we like it or not. We are all part of the political process because, except maybe for the ambassador, we all pay taxes. Actually, even the ambassador pays taxes to the city of New York at any time he goes to a store and pays sales tax. So we are all part of the political process because we all pay for the system. But we're not necessarily part of the process when it comes to getting back from the system, getting back the resources that we need to make sure that our kids are learning properly and getting the right kind of education in our public schools. That when our parents grow older, that the needs they have as senior citizens are taken care of. There's lots of funding for this, but not necessarily given to all the communities equally. So there are lots of things that we have to do to take part and start getting back the resources that we already pay for. So that's a question of scarce resources. And whenever there are scarce resources, there's competition. In the democratic system that we have here, it is a squeaky wheel that gets squeezed. It is the people who speak up and show their influence that make a difference and can actually benefit the system as well as benefit from the system. So my message to you is simple. Just please make sure the entire community is involved, from New York to Ohio to the West Coast to all the places that the Nepali community has continued to grow bigger and stronger. And so with that, I want to thank our organizers. I want to thank KC for organizing. Thank you very much for heading today's conference. I think our president had some emergency, so he was not able to make it. I want to thank God for making all the arrangements to get me here, and certainly the chairman of our membership committee, Timba Sherpa. So thank you very much. While you're in New York City, please feel free to spend lots of money. Thank you very much.
I'd like to thank you very much for organizing this meeting here in New York, of course. I'm sure that Liu explained it very well, how delighted they are to see all of you here. But I would say, because I'm also in New York, I would also say that how delighted I am to be present here about your program. यहाँ उपस्थित पाएको मलाई असाध्यै खुसी लागेको छ. I think when we talk about NRN, this is a very important forum now. When you look at the history of diaspora of Nepalese people abroad, it is a recent origin. We used to go abroad, of course, the tradition, but I think what we have today is very diverse. We are going all around the world, and it is becoming a substantial community around the world. So over the last 2-3 decades, I remember when I came here, first time around 1918, it was very difficult to get Nepalese people here. Just a few of them were here. But now when you come here, you see them in thousands and tens of thousands. This is the nature of the strength that we have today around the world, not only in the United States, it is everywhere. Therefore, we believe that when we look at the diaspora of Nepalese abroad, we look at the opportunities that we can have if we are able to fully make use of the resources, the expertise, the experience, the value, and the knowledge. This is what we say when we talk about the non-resident Nepalese abroad. It is a combination of all. Not only, sometimes we are told back home that we are only looking for resources. When we say resources, not only financial resources are very important, there is no doubt about that, because it promotes investment, it promotes the livelihood, it promotes support for the family, the community, the village, everything that you at your personal level are doing are very important to the people back home. But what we really think is that now maybe we have to look at it beyond that minimum definition of resources, look at the larger pool of resources, which is the knowledge, the experience, the expertise, and the value system that you have. I think these are very important resources that you have here today. But what is really very important for us is that what you have been doing individually is there, but maybe it is time to think about doing it collectively. I think this is the whole idea of NRN or associations or whatever you have around here. Maybe it is time to think about doing it collectively and more comprehensively and in a more systematic and structured manner than what we have been doing in the past. Time has come. I think this is what we say. Coming of age of NRN is here now. So we would like to see that whatever you are doing in terms of this membership drive that you have started, we are very pleased to see that it is going on and it is covering whole the United States. I think this is the time that we may have a lot of strength. We have, not only may have, we have a lot of strength, but they are very much scattered. And if they are scattered, they are not forceful. They are not, that is what John Lee was also saying. We have to have a unity of purpose, an organization, because that will only ensure a structured, comprehensive, and integrated support for the people living in Nepal. Secondly, I would say that will also enhance your standing in the community. I think we have to look at it from both ways. We believe that if you have more unity, more organizational strength, and organization itself, it will enhance your voice, it will enhance your representation here, and we are looking for the day when one of us here could be also comptroller. Why not? I hope that the day is sooner than later. Similarly, I think same is the case with other representation in other states. Therefore, what we believe is that when we talk about NRN, there are several angles to it. One is, of course, you have made a lot of efforts. You have to establish yourself here, which you have done in many cases, but it is an ongoing process. But at the same time, maybe those who have already established, they have to think about organizing yourself and then also giving it back to Nepal in whatever way you can, because you will have the capacity to do that. Secondly, the other angle that we are saying is that, as I said, that if you are more organized, our voice will be heard here in the United States. And thirdly, I would say is that because you could be, and you already are, but collectively you could be the strong between Nepal and the United States. When I say bridge builder, at the political level, at the community level, at the economic level, at the business level, academic level, at the media level, there are many areas in which you can really be a bridge builder between the United States and Nepal. And this is a very important role. Maybe that we have to look beyond what we are doing right now as well. This is one thing which I think we have to look at when we think about contributions from NRN. And finally, I would also like to say that whatever you are doing, a little bit more publicity is also equally important, because others would also get inspired from what you are already doing or we intend to do. I think this is very important. Sometimes we don't see what we have within ourselves, but somebody tells us, oh, this is the way that we can do it. So maybe a little bit more organized way, whatever you are doing, you are trying to do, if you can also get out of this your one cocoon, they say, and then get it published and get it printed and then distribute around among your communities, among the NRN communities in different countries, and similarly encourage them to do that in other countries as well. I think that will have a really good source of activities would source up information among yourself, and that would really enhance your contributions to Nepal and the Nepalese people. And we are asked, what exactly is there that the NRNs are doing. I think we live in a globalized world. So we are not only looking at the brain drain, we are looking at brain gain and brain circulation. That is what we say. Because you go around, you work here, you go back to Nepal, you work there for a couple of years, come back again, and this is a globalized world. We cannot think about a very isolated or a very narrow thinking about the Nepalese people abroad. That's why in Nepal we are also trying to make sure that your contribution is recognized, and two, you yourself get together more and more. And when we look at that, sometimes it is, as I said, cross-pollination and cross-fertilization of ideas are very important. Many of the things that we learn here are very important for Nepal, especially now that we are trying to build our nation anew, especially after the conflict. That's why all contributions that you talk about, you can make. You may not be fully aware of what you could do to Nepal, but when you think about that, then and do it collectively, no matter how small, how large it is, collectively it will be really very big. But in the meantime, we can also see that some of the intercultural dialogue, intercivilizational dialogue, you can start. You have a lot of things that you have learned in Nepal as well. Our one culture, our one civilization. That can also reach the American people here as well. It is not only one way. You shouldn't feel that much that you are only taking from the United States. It was something that you can give it to the United States as well in terms of our ancient cultures and tradition and all these things that we value, that we talk about. So this is a two-way dialogue, so we should be proud of what we are, but we should also try to see in modern world in what way we can really reinforce that in a highly globalized world. I think nobody has a monopoly, they say, either on the values or the information or the power. Everyone has to find a new path, a new way of doing things. And this is where I think you have an extreme interest. You can get the best of the both worlds, that is what they say, but then try to contribute to your oneself so that you can be established there very well. But also by doing that, you can also help the country of origin and the country that is yours forever. Once you say that once you are in Nepal, you are always Nepal. So I wish you all the very best, and I once again thank the organizers for this drive as well as this organization, and I hope to see more often of this nature of program in the days ahead. Thank you very much.
About what NRN does, and I'm going to take a very short time and briefly explain. Basically, Nepali diaspora in the United States have different demographics. And in that demographic, we have professionals who have come here for a long time. Then we also have a professional who are young professionals. And then we have a lot of students. Nepal is one of the 11th country where most of the people to come to study in the United States. And then we also have a population who has, a demographic who has received the diversity visa lottery, and they are here. So each demographic has different needs. And some of the needs to be coordinated with the government of Nepal, and some of the needs has to be coordinated with federal government here or in the state level or maybe in the local level. And what we try to do is we try to represent those needs. So NRN movement has started since the United States, mainly in past 5-6 years, although we had several Nepali organizations been here for the past 29-30 years. But what we have done is we have channelized all those resources and trying to bring to the one forum to at least represent the views of our community. I don't want to take too much time here. We have all the distinguished NRN, and I cannot name everyone, but we do have one special NRN person here that I would like to talk about it. We have one very young, wonderful lady who has recently received the Nepal Samman 2068 What does that mean is she has been added and inducted to the Jewel of the Nation. And these awards were given previously to Sir Edmund Hillary, including but not limited to Anuradha Koirala, who recently became a CNN hero. And that lady I would like you to recognize she has done also worked very closely with some Nepalese, especially in the women's area and women's issues. With that note, I would like to definitely thank Controller for giving his very, very valuable time, and His Excellency, and I would like to end my brief introduction of the NRN. Thank you.
Since our inception, we are trying to grow rapidly and steadily as a transnational and organizational, attending a diverse membership base that includes not only the non-resident Nepalese community, but also others such as scholars, scientists, philanthropists, business entrepreneurs, and friends of Nepal. We share the interest in Nepal and Nepali people. NRN NCC is very happy to establish a coalition with among all the NRN and Nepali organizations, and we welcome all into the global platform. The coalition will establish to encourage greater friendship and understanding between NRN USA and other organizations in the US through direct and personal contact. NRN NCC of the US is trying to open up the door for exchange programs, cultural and bilateral programs in all the member organizations. My dear friend, let's work together, hand in hand. Together, we can make a difference, and difference can be significant to tomorrow's Nepali generation. Let's all work together for one goal, to make our non-resident Nepalese prosperous, beautiful, and peaceful. Our principal visions are, first of all, we recognize all the organizations that exist in the US. We value diversity of our member organizations. We share the broad view and goal of NRN with other member organizations. We focus all our resources and ideas to work on significant things. The way we will do our strategy is we'll use by recognizing all the organizations and representatives, meeting with the representatives of all the organizations, will upgrade our vision and principle. The principle of our membership organizations are intended to guide to operation all the associations within the law and order, but not law and by law and its order, not the behavior of their individual members. Our strategy is a set of a critical decision with one aligned with a collective guide, specific tactics and behave of mission. Our mission for existing as the NRN in the US and throughout the world is to promote our membership vigorously, which you have seen this morning, our Kembaji and Jivanji's artwork. That is a tremendous work which we see. To promote membership. We encourage broader non-resident Nepalese membership involvement. We want all of you to involve, not rather than just a few of us that's going. It's not going to go anywhere just by a few of us over here, the leadership. It is all of you, if you get involved, to help us out. We are here to work for you, not for us. So it is very important to show your involvement. We emphasize slogan of unity, 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 unity. not one person. So that is our slogan. We support organizational growth. We move nationally and internationally. NRN is not just only based in Nepal or the US or England or anywhere. It is an internationally. We move together as one unit for the sake of Nepal to transfer our expert resources, our value to help empower Nepal. We organize harmonious action within the member organization. We cherish Nepalese identity, no matter where we are, which is the once a Nepali, always a Nepali which you have seen. That's how it is. That's where it should be. Because our identity, that will never go, no matter what, where we are. That is. The vision of NRN movement is intergeneration. The mission is purpose for reason, for existing coalition. Now we know precisely what we are here for, our foundation. We, NRN, strongly urge all of you and all the organizations in the East Coast, West Coast, Middle East, and Southwest to work as a unity. Thank you so much, and thank you. It's a great organization.
Thank you. His Excellency Ambassador Acharya is talking about our future plans and charting a roadmap about how do we want to go from here. Several previous volunteers spoke very eloquently, and there was one thing that I noted from the city controller to Ambassador Acharya to Mr. Mukesh Singh, Praladji, and everyone is that we have three very critical things, and that's unity, unity, and unity. So those are the very fundamental thing that we need to do. And today is a very special day, in fact, because we are here to mark the additional 1,000 NRN members that was produced within last 4 or 5 months by Temba Sherpa. My hats off to him and his team. We have complimented him this morning. Thank you. And let there be a snowball effect of this membership drive. Each one of us in this room, let's pledge how many more members we can bring, how many NRNs we can bring within our fold, and how we can consolidate, unite, and energize our community to make it a very vibrant community. With all of you, I want to make make a place today. Let's all have a collective dream. The dream to move this movement to the next level. A collective pledge to integrate our community to the mainstreams of the United States. Let's have the dream to bring every Nepali within the NRN fold. We have started with 1,000 plus. Let's bring each and every one that we have, and if we all try it, we can do it. If Temba can do it, let's challenge ourselves. How many more can I produce to help Temba in his drive? Temba, you have led it. And there's one confession that I want to make today. Last several years, I have been involved in community, volunteer, and all those things. And I lived under one illusion that I was one of the leaders of this community. I think I have been disillusioned now. After working, talking, and spending several hours with Temba Sherpa and Jivan Shrestha, I have learned. And I have no problem admitting that I was not the leader, but I have found my leaders. The grassroots connections, the door-to-door campaign, the hours and hours spent after these things, it says what it takes to build a community. Let's unite, whether it's Temba doing or is Jivan Dui, or anyone in the membership committee. It's our collective goal that they have started. Let this flame stay alive, and let's all make a target that we this morning talked about 6,000 to 10,000 members of NRN, but let it grow many more folds and let every NRN be there. Let's remember that we are not the same small marginalized community. We are a community where we're talking about Nepalese in the numbers of 300 to 400,000 or even more. But if we only have 1,000 plus, it's peanuts. The next thing, let's remember, the Nepalese community has a lot of entrepreneurs. Nepali community, from Nepal, we have 11,000 plus students who come here to pursue different educational plans. We have more than 100 doctors who come every year to start their residency, and they go and serve in the underserved areas of this country, and they make significant contribution in the healthcare system of the remote United States. We have every region, and we have very hard-working community working in cities and suburbs and in many other states. Let's all take pride in everyone, from the one who has made their mark in this society to the ones who are struggling on this street. So both the extremes, they are all Nepalese, and it belongs to everyone. Today, let's all leave this room with a commitment to remain united, to value unity, to consolidate our community, and I don't think I have any further to say. Let us join hands with Temba and the group, and let's make NRN the most vibrant organization of the Nepal. Thank you.
Give thanks of God to these wonderful people in this room. Under the leadership of Temba Dai or Bhai, this membership community has done tremendous job. I would like to congratulate Temba Dai, Jivan Dai, and all these members of this committee. Also, I would like to thank Sundaraji, Jivan Dai, Baburam Ji, Madhu Ji, and so many other volunteers who have done so much work for the membership drive. Special thanks to several generous contributors for their contribution. Thanks to all those who come here today from far, and special thanks to all the media people, for the Thaparji from US Nepal Online and Ankami Daiju. A very special thanks to Baburamji, a member and staff of this hotel. Without his spirited support, it was not possible to organize this program. Lastly, but not the least, thank to all of you for coming here and support to this program. Thank you.
First, I would like to thank that's all the sponsors. Maybe we have 12 or 13 sponsors' names which I have to tell. So I would like to thank first of all, Suraj Trester, Girzadai, and many others who had sponsored for this program, especially Bimalji. So we have, this morning also we had a meeting here, a closed door meeting, and we told all about our expenses and what we have done from the membership. Like, I'd like to mention a little bit that we have made 1,000 plus the membership with Temba and his group, and I was a little part of it, and we made 1,000 pieces, so we collected the amount of $10,000, which we have presented to our Senior Vice President, Mr. Prahlad Kesi, and we have collected all the forms, the 1,000 forms, and what was the form with the forms issued. We have already discussed about that. And the rest, whatever we have, get the sponsors, and what were the expenditure was that was told by accountant Vinod Guru. So we have a little bit of deficit, which this morning we told it, and we had some personal contribution also. So we are like, thank you very much. And I'd like to mention a little bit about it. I think after the certain kind of deficiency which we get on here in our account, so it was given by Sangye Lamaji. He has paid $100. Thank you very much for that. Prahlad Dai, $100. Thank you very much. And Shiva Dai, 101. Thank you very much. And Ang Purva Sherpa, $199.99. So thank you very, very much. We have collected more money. So, sorry.
No, it came from my wife.
Okay. I thought this was something like a sale, $199 for $99. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So thank you very much for all of you. So whoever, I think we are a little bit of deficit. So if anybody wants to contribute, we'll be very happy. And if not, then definitely beyond NRN people are there who are going to support us. Thank you very much, Mukesh, that you told that you will support us. Thank you very, very much. And have a nice evening. So that's the end of the day today.
टेम्बा नरबु शेर्पाजी यहाँलाई युएस नेपाल अनलाइन स्वागत छ हजुर यहाँ चाहिँ यो एनआरएन युएसए को मेम्बरशिप ड्राइभको चेयरपर्सन हुनुहुँदैछ र आजको यो विशेष कार्यक्रममा न्युयोर्कमा यहाँले 1001 जना एनआरएन का $10 तिर्ने मेम्बरहरू चाहिँ 4-5 महिनाभित्र बनाएर पेश गर्नुभएको छ भर्खरै मैले सिनियर भाइस प्रेसिडेन्ट अफ एनआरएन प्रहलाद केसीले कुरा गरेका थिएँ एनआरएन युएसए को योभन्दा अगाडिको इतिहासमा जम्मा 700-750 जना मात्रै मेम्बर बनाइया रहेछ तपाईले यसरी केही महिनाभित्रै यो 1000 जुन सदस्यता बनाउनु भयो यो कसरी बनाउनु भयो
सबभन्दा पहिला नेपाली जनता दल हाम्रो प्रति थापाजीलाई धन्यवाद जुन यो जनवरी 8 तारिक मलाई जिम्मा दिनुभयो यो पद मेम्बरशिप ड्राइभको
कसले जिम्मा दियो
मलाई हाम्रो यो यहाँको प्रेसिडेन्ट जस्तो ल मेकरहरू
ओके
सेन्ट्रलसँग कुरा गरेर मलाई जिम्मा दिएको
ओके
उहाँले दिनुभयो त्यस दिनदेखि मैले आजको दिनसम्म आजको दिनसम्म मैले जम्मा बाहिर 2000 फर्म रेडी भइसकेको छु
ओके
1000 त आज मेरो हातमा परेर मात्र हो
ओके
म चाहिँ के चाहन्थेँ भनेदेखि यो एनआरएनमा यो जात त्यो जात यो धनी यो गरिब यो ठुलो यो सानो कुनै पनि यो पार्टी यो काङ्ग्रेस एमाले राप्रपा कुनै पनि नगएर हामी एउटा नन रेसिडेन्ट नेपाली विदेशमा बसेको हामी सबै एनआरएन बन्नु पाऊँ हामी नेपालीहरूले खुसी छ कि एनआरएन बन्नु पाउँदाखेरि गर्व लागेको छ भनेर मैले चाहिँ जिम्मा लिएँ उहाँहरूले मलाई जिम्मा दिनुभयो जिम्मा दिइसकेपछि फेरि मैले के गरेँ भने घर घरमा गएर मैले रिक्वेस्ट गरेँ उहाँहरूलाई मलाई यो पद जिम्मा दिएको छ यो मेरो इज्जतको पनि सवाल छ तपाईँहरूको पनि यो बेनिफिट यो छ भन्दाखेरि सबैले मानिदिनु भयो मेम्बर पिपल
ओके अनि यो जुन 1006 महिनाभित्र 1001 जना सदस्य बनाउन र तिनीहरूबाट $10 कलेक्सन गर्न कति गाह्रो हुँदो रहेछ त यो ग्रासरुटमा जान
मैले पहिला चाहिँ पैसा पनि ल्याउ मेम्बर पनि बढ्छ मैले भनिनँ अहिले मेम्बरसिप बन्दा फोन नम्बर एड्रेस नाम लेखिराख अनि सिग्नेचर गरेर राखिदेऊ पैसा मलाई 1-2 हप्तापछि दिनु भनेर मैले सबैले त्यही हिसाबले पैसा भएकोले त्यतिखेर मैले $10 दिन्थेँ पैसा नभएकोले मलाई पछि म 2 हप्तापछि दिन्छु भने त्यति नै खेर पैसा पनि फर्म पनि बढ्दाखेरि त्यो कसैले बढ्नु मान्दैन अहिले फर्म भएर राख्नुहोस् मलाई 1 हप्ता पछि दिनु हुन्छ भनेपछि फर्म भएर राख्नुहुन्छ भएकोले त्यतिखेर निकाल्छु छैन भने मलाई 1 हप्तापछि उहाँहरूले फोन गरी दिनुभएको छ
त्यो तपाईको मेम्बरशिप ड्राइभ चाहिँ मलाई ठिक लाग्यो किनभने म अस्ति पनि म पनि मेम्बर बने योभन्दा अगाडि पनि मैले बनाएको थिएँ अब सायद रिन्युअलको टाइम भएको पनि होला सायद म बने यो बन्ने क्रममा मान्छेहरूको प्रश्न के हुन्छ त किन बन्न चाहन्छ
मलाई चाहिँ के भन्छ कोही साथीले के भन्छ भनेदेखि तिमी भनेको रहेछ एनआरएको बारे मलाई केही थाहा छैन ठिकै छ म बनिदिन्छु भन्छ कसैले के भन्छ भने एनआरएनमा भनेर के फाइदा छ बेनिफिट के छ भन्नु सोध्छ म के भन्छु भनेदेखि ठिक छ हामी 100 दिन कटेर विदेशमा बसेकोहरूलाई एनआरएन भन्दो रहेछ नन रेसिडेन्ट नेपाली भन्दो रहेछ अनि हाम्रो आवाज हाम्रो भोइस हाम्रो यहाँको कम्युनिटी कति छ भनेर यहाँ देखाउनु
180 दिन हैन
180 दिन बितेकोहरूले हामी एनआरएन भन्दो रहेछ अनि यो इलिगल नइलिगल हैन कुनै पनि यसमा भेदभाव छैन त्यस कारणले मैले सोचेको थिएँ त तपाईँहरू बन्नुहोस् यो बनेपछि राम्रो हुँदो रहेछ एक्ज्याक्टली म के गर्छु भनेदेखि म इभन नेपाली भयो म शेर्पा भयो मैले कुहिरे नि बिहे गरेर लग्यो नेपालमा कुहिरे नि बिहे गरेर भने त ऊ त शेर्पा त हुँदैन नेपाली त हुँदैन ऊ त कुहिरे नै हो एनआरएनको मेम्बर बनायो भनेदेखि एनआरएनको मेम्बर बन्न लाग्यो भने हामी नन रेसिडेन्ट नेपाली रोयल सिटिजन लिनु पाउनु रहेछ भने त म त्यही हिसाबले सम्झाएको छु होइन जस्तै हामीले घर जग्गा बेच्नु पऱ्यो घर जग्गा बेच्दाखेरि एकजना एनआरएनले 3 रोपनीसम्म जग्गा किन्नु पाइन्छ भन्ने कुरा मलाई लबी गरेर सुनाएको थियो मैले त्यही जवाब दिएको छु अनि यति कुराहरू धेरै ठुल्ठुलो कुरा सोध्यो भने म लबी गरेर दाइहरूले म फोन लगाइदिइहाल्छु उहाँको क्वेसन एन्सर आएको छ उहाँले भनिदिनु पऱ्यो भने
ओके
म त्यो गरेर मैले धेरै म जिपमा चाहिँ गएन मैले जति सक्दो साथीहरूलाई प्रयास गरेर मैले यो बनाएँ पछि यो बिचमा मेरो अलिकति प्लानलाई चेन्ज गराइदियो मेरो साथीहरूले होइन
कस्तो
किनकि मेरो मेम्बरसिप फर्महरू रोकिदियो
ओके
होइन मेम्बरसिप फर्महरू रोकिदियो 600 वटा मेम्बरसिप फर्म रोकिदियो जस्तै आजको कार्यक्रमले विफल पार्नको लागि 1001 नपुरोलाई चाहिँ उहाँहरूले चाहिँ फर्मै लुकाइदिनु भयो र फर्म दिनुहुन्छ तर 25 तारिकपछि दिनुहुन्छ जुन आजको कार्यक्रम 1000 पिस पुराउन नदिने हिसाब गर्नुभयो तर मेरो मेम्बरसिप साथीहरू हुनुहुन्थ्यो मणि बाङदेल कोसन डुङ्गाना छेपक दर्जे दिपेश लिम्बू पुनम गुरुङ मधु छेत्री यसै लगायत 6-7 जना साथीहरू आपतकालीन मैले साथीहरूलाई मैले गठन गरेँ अनि घर घरमा मैले ढोका ढोका पठाएर मैले 300 वटा फर्म चाहिँ मैले 2 दिनभित्रै मैले बनाएँ त्यस कारणले आज मेरो यो कामले मैले यहाँसम्म सक्सेस पाएँ मेरो साथीहरूको साथ पाएँ मलाई आज म यो पब्लिकमा मेरो ठुलो माया छ मलाई आशा छ भने आशा पनि छ उहाँहरूप्रति म अझ यो जुनको 25 तारिकसम्म अर्को 1000 लिएर म एनआरओ कमाइदिन्छु 10,000 पैसा चेक लिएर राखेको छु पर्सि हाम्रो विदेश जे आउनुहुन्छ त्यसहरू कानुनी रूपमा उहाँले म चेक उहाँहरूको दिँदैछु बाँकी कुरो त हामी सबै एनआरए हौँ हामी एनआरए हुनु पाऊँ त्यही गर्व लाग्छ
ओके अब यो तपाईँलाई यो एनआरएनमा यसरी लाग्ने जुन प्रेरणा छ नि एउटा सिङ्गल व्यक्ति अथवा केही साथीहरूलाई लिएर हजार अब फेरि अर्को 1000 बनाएर हिँड्न पर्ने यसको पछाडिको स्वार्थ के हो त
मलाई स्वार्थ केही पनि छैन एउटा कुरो के छ भने योभन्दा पहिला मेरै साथीहरूले चाहिँ अलिक विभाजन ल्याउँछ जातीय रूपमा व्यक्ति रूपमा अलिक भित्री कुराहरू गर्ने जस्तो अलिक फाल्टो कुरा गर्ने जस्तो गरेको मैले शङ्का पाइसकेपछि मलाई के लाग्छ भनेदेखि त्यो हाम्रो कम्युनिटीभित्र त्यो नहोस् एनआरएन संस्था भनेको कसैको घर होइन एनआरएन भनेको मन्दिर हो संसारको नेपाली यो एनआरएनभित्र अड्नुपर्छ मेरो चाहना यो छ कि सबैले मेम्बर बन्नुपर्छ यसपालि म 6000 बनाउँछु 2000 बनाउँछु भनेदेखि त्यो 2000ले अर्को 4000 बनाउँछ अर्को साल त्यो 6000ले 12000 बनाउँछ नेक्स्ट इयर त्यो रिन्यू गर्दाखेरि त्यो 12000ले 24000 बनाउँछ म चाहन्छु कि 60000 नेपालीलाई म यहाँ एनआरएन बनाउन चाहन्छु
अनि यो मेम्बरसिप जुन कमिटी छ यसमा को हुनुहुन्छ
अहिले मेम्बरसिप कमिटीमा स्पोक पर्सन चाहिँ मणि बाङदेलजी हुनुहुन्छ किनकि मलाई बोल्न आउँदैन म काम मात्रै गर्छु म बोल्न आउँदैन उहाँले अलिक बोल्न आउनुहुन्छ अनि दिपेश लिम्बू हुनुहुन्छ छेपक दर्जी हुनुहुन्छ पुनम गुरुङ हुनुहुन्छ मधु छेत्री हुनुहुन्छ होइन अनि त्यसै गरेर इलम आङगामी हुनुहुन्छ
ओके
अनि जस्तै रोशन नुगना भाइ हुनुहुन्छ
ओके
अनि अर्को पनि मेरो म साथीहरूसँग फेरि सुझाव लिएर जस्तै समय दिनु सक्ने नाम त राखेर हुँदैन समय दिनु सक्ने खट्नु सक्ने साथीहरूलाई म फेरि राख्ने गर्छु र 75 स्टेटमा म घुमेर एकजना व्यक्तिलाई म फेरि चुनेर यही महिनाभित्र राख्नेछु
ओके यहाँको यो अभियान चाहिँ सफल होस् थ्याङ्क यू
धन्यवाद प्रति दाइ फेरि भेट्दै गरौँला पछि भेटौँला अहिले हेर्नुहोस्
स्टेट म्यानेजमेन्टको एउटा ड्युटी छ